What's up guys, my name is JDCurt5 and welcome back to an episode of the Create a Club series. Before we do get into this episode, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Starting off today's episode, we have a simulation game against Salford City, a team that previously was promoted from League 2 up into League 1, with ourselves as we get a game away from home against the class of 92 that own this particular side, and we do get a 4-1 victory. Bobby Gibbons getting 2, Hovrath with 1 and Zeden Nyas with 1. We've done not too bad in the previous episodes, it has to be said, so I'm hoping to carry this on in this particular episode, and let's see where it takes us. Going into the development sides that we've covered in our previous episodes, we've got some role growths for a few particular players, Borges being one of them there as he goes up to a +2 on his holdings, so his role growth on that particular role is done as we look to be able to see if we can have a bit more of a defensive midfielder and someone that can have some bit more defensive duties in that sort of role. And the second player was Arango, two players that we signed at the same time on the free agent. He goes up to ++ on the half winger to be able to improve his attributes in terms of going forward and hopefully scoring in the sort of position that he has been placed in. Now, one thing that I haven't really shown in particular episodes is press conferences. I'm not too sure if it's something that's wanted, and it's something that's been a bit of a grey area over time where we have had career modes. At the same time, I thought I might just show you on Showcase today of the different questions and so on. I have done a few and I'm not seeing them something that's really of a point. But if it's something that wants to be introduced to the episode, please let me know down in the comments below. Obviously, if I don't get any feedback on it, I will take it as the case that it doesn't need to be in future episodes. But I thought it might be mentioned now just to see what things are like and so on. Some of the questions are varied, but some of the questions are very similar to what's already been asked. So it's very repetitive in itself. So as you can see, reports suggest that Reyes will be playing centre-back. He's played centre-back all season. So that particular question is just completely invalid. But we shall move on from that particular press conference because we do have a massive game at the JD Cook Arena as we face Peterborough, looking to see if we can get a result against a team that's kept up with us pretty much all season. As much as we've still done pretty much better than themselves, they've still kept them in that sort of top flight of football in the top 6. Looking forward to this one because we're playing against a team that's going to test us at the end of the day, and that's exactly what we need to be able to move forward as a squad and so on. But nevertheless, it's not going to be an easy game whatsoever. Peterborough having a fairly good season so far, but this is the lineup. Munir in goal, Reyes and Marty, Gibbons and Torre as your back four there as you continue on. Borges, Rodriguez and Hovrath in the middle with Zeden Nyas on the right, Julian and Goy up top and Tyreek George on the left hand side. 16 minutes into this particular tie, then Bobby Gibbons picks it out on the right hand side, finding his teammate Borges as he looks to play it to Zeden Nyas on the right hand side. Opportunity to stride forward and create an opportunity for Julian and Goy as he cuts in on the left. He does really well in that position as he goes to Borges. Now Hovrath on the ball, really good opportunity to take the shot, but he goes to Ballo-Touré on the left hand side, making an overlapping rule. Ball into the area and Goy can't latch onto it, but Hovrath does. He chests it down and that is a decent effort, but he just kind of nestles into the keeper's hands. Doesn't really make him move in that situation whatsoever. So unfortunately on that occasion, that is a simple chance saved as we continue on 21 minutes into the game. After that particular chance, Peterborough United looking to go on the counter-attack himself as Sparks picks it out on the left-hand side. Bobby Gibbons looks to cover the right-hand area there, but it's really hard for him to do anything in that moment in time, to be honest, because it's so hard to defend. But Reyes with a really good challenge, just sticking a foot out, allowing Bobby Gibbons to pick it out, and Rodriguez now in the play as he finds Borges in the middle as Zeden Nyas is in support on the right-hand side. Really good attacking play from JD Cook FC as we pick it out, looking for an opportunity to find Ngoy, but that is a poor ball into the area. It falls back out to Borges now. Now Rodriguez, Hovrath is there, but Rodriguez with the shot, Hovrath with the header, and that is a very good save made by the keeper. But chances are definitely coming thick and fast in this time. We're definitely looking creative. That is the main thing in this opportunity. Hopefully we can continue this on in time. It's 32 minutes on the clock there. As you can see, Mothersville picks it up for Peterborough as he looks to be able to see if he can create an opportunity into the area as he plays Sparks on the outside. Now to Randall there. Really good opportunity as he tries to play it through. And Marty with the initial block there as they can't follow it up and Peterborough get back in possession. Now it's going to be a big chance, and Munir with a top save there. It kind of fumbles it initially there, but he's comfortable in the save and he throws it out to his teammate Rodriguez. He looks to offload it straight away to Hovrath to Ngoy. Really good play so far from JD Cook FC as Hovrath picks it out. Really good chance for ourselves to be able to stride forward and create something in this play as Julian Ngoy tries to stride forward, but the play and touches isn't really there unfortunately, and that is the end of that particular attack. But Peterborough United now going up the other end. The game's got that feel to it where there's a lot of creativity, but at the same time it could go really dead at any minute in time. But just in this moment in time, it's so quick in the play and so on. As you can see, Reyes with a very good interception in that moment there as he looks to clear his lines and find his teammate. Borges picks out Gibbons on the right hand side as he looks to be able to find enquires, but again, just can't really seem to beat that man to be able to get us forward. And Peterborough with a very, very good chance from Jones, and that is a top save made by Munir, putting it out for a corner kick. Probably the best chance of the game so far, in fairness, in the half, as Collins whips the ball in there. Decent delivery, but the header just straying wide in that particular opportunity as we go into the second half now. Both sides level at this moment in time. Nothing really created in terms of opportunities and so on. There's been a few chances in the first half, but nothing really dead cert apart from that moment from Jones. As you can see, we're trying to create another opportunity. Tyreek George not really into the game whatsoever, and it's just such a poor ball. It's not really what we want whatsoever. Substitutions to be made there as Hugo Arango comes onto the pitch for Christoph Hovrath, who's really failed to make an attempt in terms of being able to pressure the defence and so on. Had the few opportunities, but once again, just not really tested the keeper that much to be able to say we are worthy of being 1-0 up. 73 minutes on the clock. The clock is definitely ticking in this tie, and it's really been the case if you feel like it's going to be settled out for a 0-0 in this moment in time. Peterborough do have a chance though, as you can see. Sparks picks it out on the left hand side. Good to play Odo there. Really good stuff from Peterborough. He skips inside on the right, and that's a solid challenge made by Daniel Amati. Reyes makes sure the ball stays in play as it looks to nod it on to Bobby Gibbons there, but Daniel Amati tries to get back into position after a ball misplaced, and as you can see, this is a great chance for Peterborough. It is a great chance, but a chance missed as Munir makes a top save, putting out for a corner kick. Substitution to be made there as Borges comes off the pitch there, as you can see, looking to change things up into the middle there, as we have also Reiko Alonso come onto the pitch for Julian and Goy. Two substitutions. Will that make a difference? I'm not too sure. Corner kick taken there. We can't deal with it initially, but Bobby Gibbons follows it up. Looks to clear his lines, but tries to offload it to a teammate at the same time, so we still remain in play. Tries to dink it over to Daniel Amati, but that is such a poor ball, as you can see, and it only plays them in, and this is a great chance for Peterborough. A really good chance for Randall. He doesn't shoot. Now to Adoa there. Really good chance, but Amati with a very, very good challenge, but once again just can't clear the play. So poor in defending. This is a chance for Peterborough, and that is a massive nail in the coffin. It's JD Cook FC are trailing in this tie because Peterborough United are 1-0 up, and that is a very big sucker punch in this tie, and I can't see us getting back from that whatsoever because we have created absolutely nothing in this second half, and it's been a very lacklustre performance. For whatever reason, I can't really put my finger on it, but Peterborough have been the better on the day, and unfortunately that's all that can be said in that, in fairness, because they're not exactly the better side. They've just played better on the day. Really good finish from Jones though, nevertheless, putting it past Munir. He's made a few good saves in this tie, but not to be on that occasion, and the full-time whistle has been blown. Unfortunately, we're going to be losing out on that particular fixture, and all 3 points have been lost here at the JD Cook Arena. It shouldn't affect our title hopes whatsoever, in fairness, because we've still created a decent lead between ourselves and other teams around us. But at the same time, no one likes losing, especially when you're there to win. No one likes losing whatsoever. But we have to accept it for what it is, take it on the chin, and hopefully go again in future videos or kind of games in the rest of this episode. So after that fixture, we've still got some development to do, and this time in our youth system there, Webster looking to go up from a 44 to 45, so we've just got a role growth for him, and we've also got a role update for Reiko Alonso at the same time there, looking to be able to see if we can upload that to a ++ on the poacher, and that's done that. Sorry I went through that a little bit quick. I shall take some more time in the future episodes, that is for sure. But going into our youth system, obviously there's players that I would like to sign still, and one of them's popped up, and he looks an absolute gem, potential rating of 90, and he's only 14 at the moment, at 47 rated. And bearing in mind, Tommy Lees is 16 years old and he's only 50 rated, so we could have a right gem on our hands. So it's someone that I'm going to develop, someone that I hope to be able to see in time. Obviously, I would put him straight into the first team and obviously put him straight on loan, but you have to wait until they're 16 for that to be able to be the case. So with that being said, I'm just going to hold fire. He's definitely the highest potential player that I've got in that sort of squad at the moment, so we're going to be putting a lot of focus into Santana, and hopefully in time we shall see him in the squad, but that'll be a great prospect to have, that is for sure. The second game that we are going to play in this episode is facing Charlton Athletic. Unfortunately, I skipped the intro, so we're going to have to show the team lineup from this point. Munir in goal, Raujo and Reyes as your centre-backs with Babil on the right, Vargas on the left, Rodriguez and Alcaniz in the middle there with Hovrath just ahead, George on the left, Zeniais on the right, and we have Reiko Alonso up top. Charlton Athletic themselves haven't really had a bad season whatsoever, to be honest. They've kept themselves afloat. They haven't had the best of season. They've stayed pretty much mid-table, so we're looking for a big result here against Charlton at the Valley Road. Hopefully it will be the case, but you just never know after that disappointing defeat against Peterborough United, and they start the game pretty strong there, as you can see, going out for a corner kick after a failed attempt just from the edge of the area. But Coventry looks to step over the corner and create an opportunity for his side as the ball is whipped into the area there. As you can see, decent header, but it just hit hits the side netting in that moment in time, and unfortunately chance missed for Charlton. But they're not letting up whatsoever. They seem to be going on the attack straight away. The game plan seems to be straight attack, hit them early on and see what can be done in this tie. Small picks it out, but a lovely interception finds Hovrath there on the ball, tries to stride forward, and he finds Tyreek George on the left hand side. Could create an opportunity here there as George bounds down the left hand side. Good stuff from George. He gets past the defender, a lovely shimmy. He finds Alonso, really good shot there, and just denied by the keeper as it looks to go out for a corner, but Enquires looks to latch onto it. Still in play here. It's Rodriguez now, and that is a very good effort denied by the keeper, and Charlton, the defence, finally clear their lines. 18 minutes into the tie. Both chances come to either side. I wouldn't say that there's been a dead cert on what should happen in this tie whatsoever, but it's been looking good for either side, it has to be said. Couldn't put a winner on it just yet, only being 20 minutes into the game, but things are looking pretty good for ourselves and Charlton. But 20 minutes into the time, now we go on the attack once again. Vargas finding Tyreek George on the left hand side. Seems to have a lot of freedom on that left, and he looks to find Reiko Alonso, and over the top ball finds him, and he finds the back of the net from there. It's Charlton Athletic 0, J-League Cook FC 1, and Reiko Alonso gets himself on the score sheet in this League One fixture to be able to put his side in front, and what a finish to be able to do so at the same time. I mentioned that Tyreek George has got a lot of freedom on that left hand side, and he definitely displayed it with a lovely ball looping over the top to be able to play an onside Reiko Alonso, and it's not the best of finishes in fairness when you actually look back on it, because the keeper could have done so much better, but it's gone in the back of the net, and that is a great move from the boys. So we continue on now knowing we are 1-0 up in this tie. Things are looking pretty good for ourselves, it has to be said. Hoping that will continue, and hopefully we can build on the lead that we have built in this tie. It's 30 minutes on the clock. As you can see, we're battling it out for possession, and we do get on possession. Anakin is there on the balls. He looks to find Vargas on the left hand side. Decent ball over the top. Tyreek George going back, but I need him in support in fairness. A poor ball from Vargas sees Charlton get back in possession and go on the attack themselves here, as you can see. But a lovely block from Tyreek George, just putting out for a throw in and kind of making it harder for Charlton Athletic to stride forward. But from the throw in, they go straight on the attack there, as you can see. But they're just kind of like going back to go forward. It's a bit of a weird one, but once again they go back, but they put themselves in a really good position finding the ball. Now they're in a great position. Almeida picks it out for Charlton. He finds Gooden there, really good stuff, and that is a very good block from Reyes as Hovrath picks it up. Tyreek George on the left hand side looking to stride forward and make his pace worthy there as he tries to get past the defenders, and he does so well with his skill. Another ball to Alonso, and it's a wrong ball to make in fairness when you look at it, but a good effort nevertheless, but unfortunately nothing can result in that moment in time. And now into the second half, and it was a bit of a weird second half because the first sort of chance really fell in the 66th minute there. As you can see, Charlton on the ball, passing it around their area to try and see if they can create an inroad to be able to go forward, and it was just a really slow second half, nothing created whatsoever, but Bill penalised on that moment in time, and a yellow card issued out there in the 68th minute as he is into the book, unfortunately. But we do make some substitutions there, as you can see, Alonso coming off the pitch for Charles John, and Arango coming onto the pitch for Hovrath. But the substitution didn't mean anything because that was a result in the end, a 1-0 victory thanks to the efforts of Reiko Alonso. It was a bit of a weird tie. Having a 1-0 victory is always a bit of a weird one where you've only got that one goal of difference. We did what we needed to do. We got the goals. We definitely created chances. I would say Tyreek George was probably the better player on that left-hand side. Defensively, we looked pretty sound, dealt with what we needed to do, and that is the main thing at the end of the day. So onwards and upwards in that regard. And looking at the social media aspects, the Athletic are posting to say a solid display from J-League Cook FC defence saw Cook's players take a clean sheet against Charlton as they won 1-0. Very good result against Charlton nevertheless. No matter what the score is, as long as it's a win, that's all that matters. And I was given the praises to Tyreek George, and that was rewarded in a man of the match award there, as you can see. So fair enough to Tyreek. He's had a great season, and long may it continue. Obviously, I get player messages during the season also that I haven't really been showing, but this time I am going to do so. Aravo Borges wants to play the next game. I haven't really worked out the side, which I haven't, but we'll definitely kind of put him in question for the next game against whatever opponent we do face. Here we go then, we've got our final game of the episode back to the J-League Cook Arena as we look to face Plymouth Argyle, another team that's been keeping themselves in the playoffs and they're keeping themselves in a really good position to be able to go up to the Championship. A team that obviously went from the Championship down into League One, so they're going to be looking to get themselves straight back up, and there's no reason why they can't do so in this particular fixture. But it's definitely going to be a tough task against Rooney's men. Player to watch is Enquires. He looks to be absolutely romping at the assist with 15 assists compared to the second, that's Dion Charles with only 26. So seems to be that he'll be getting the assist award for this season, but we've still got a little while to go. This is a lineup: Munir in goal, Reyes, Amati, Bill and Vargas as your back four. As we go into the midfield, then Borges does start. Rodriguez in the middle with Hovrath just ahead there, with Zedanyais on the right, Reko Alonso up top, and Tyreek George on the left-hand side. Really looking forward to this particular game against Plymouth Argyle. Again, we know it's a test, but we are definitely up for the fight, that is for sure. As we go into this game then, 1 minute into the game, and we've already created a chance straight away as Hovrath picks it out on the left-hand side. Opportunity to be able to stride forward and find a teammate. He finds Rodriguez to Borges. Borges has Zedanyais on the right-hand side. He could offload it to a teammate there, and he finds Borges. Goes back the same way it went in there as Hovrath with the chance there, and that is a top save made by the keeper, and it will go out for a corner kick there. Rodriguez steps over the corner for the first chance to be able to be created in the 4th minute. Ball whipped into the area, tries to get the header, but Hovrath now with the header, and how that's not gone in, I'm not too sure, but unfortunately it hasn't done on that case, and the goal kick has to be taken from the Plymouth Argyle keeper there as he takes the goal kick, but Reyes with a straight header, winning it to his teammate Rodriguez in the middle of the park, finding Vargas on the left-hand side, finding Hovrath. This is a great chance for Hovrath to play on Alonso, and he does. He cuts inside, he takes the shot, and a big save made by the keeper. Already in 7 minutes, I think we've had 3 chances so far, so we're piling the pressure on this Plymouth Argyle side. It's just whether they're going to crumble under the pressure, and we're going to get what we want in at this time. As you can see, Hovrath intercepted the ball in the middle of the park. Great interception from Hovrath, overlooping ball to Alonso. He puts it back down to Zedanyais. We still remain in possession, but we have to go back to go forward. But Bill now plays in Borges. Good stuff from J. Cook FC. Hovrath now, good chance to take the shot. He cuts inside. What a flick that is! And that is a decent save made by the keeper. Easy save nevertheless. Didn't really test him enough in fairness, but definitely a good effort from Christoph Hovrath. 20 minutes into the tie. Only 20 minutes. We've had all these chances so far. More chances on display than we ever had in that game against Charlton Athletic. It's very strange to say, but Plymouth Argyle now go on the attack as Ryan Hardy picks up the ball, tries to get something going for his side, but lovely interception from Daniel Amati, but the pass is poor coming out as Whittaker intercepts. Great chance for Plymouth there, and this could be the moment for Plymouth as he skips past the defender. Great opportunity taken, and Plymouth Argyle getting their first chance of the game, and they've taken it. How, I'm not too sure, and how it's not going to be us 1-0 up, I'm not too sure, but a great effort from him nevertheless, and it just nettles into the top corner, leaving the keeper completely questioning what has just gone in that moment, and we have to get things restarted as we reach the half-an-hour mark now. Off the kickoff, Bill plays it out on the right-hand side into the middle for Borges. Rodriguez on play. Now Hovrath, good stuff now as we look to build it up. Hovrath with a chance here. He skips past the defenders, and how that man is not on the score sheet, I will never know. What a save once again from the Plymouth Argyle keeper as the corner is whipped into the area. The defenders deal with it, but only so slightly there. As you can see, we still remain in possession as we pick it out. As you can see, looking for an opportunity to be created from Zedanyais. He finds his teammate Vargas now, but he just can't get the shot off as Plymouth cleared their lines only as far as Borges. He wins the header. Great stuff from Borges as he heads it onto Babil. Now to Rodriguez in the middle as he strides forward using some pace here. Good stuff from Rodriguez. He takes the shot, and that is a top save once again. How many saves has he got in the bag? As Alonso snatched it. This is a great snatch from Alonso. No one expects it. Zedanyais. How has this not gone in? I actually just don't know, in fairness. This is an absolutely unbelievable display from the keeper. Probably one of the best displays I've seen from a keeper in this whole time that we've done this save. Unbelievable stuff from the keeper, and it still continues in play. Plymouth Argyle leading the line at the moment there, as you can see. Not deserved whatsoever, that they might create another opportunity here as they look to be able to go down the byline on the right hand side. Forshaw picks it out in the middle. Good opportunity to see what he could do in that moment in time as an overlooping ball would work in his favour, but it's not really going to be the case, unfortunately, as he has to go back there in the middle, just playing it around the back, and they're very safe in their options because they know they're 1-0 up, and they know if they make any stupid decisions then it might just rue to regret that particular choice there. But Tyreek George with a great interception finding Reko Alonso. He finds Alonso, but one thing that can't be found is the back of the net. Another chance denied from the keeper. How? I'm not too sure, but it's still continuing on, and we've still got minutes to play in the first half as Daniel Amati makes a good interception, now making the pass right to Zedanyais. Getting that right is the most pivotal thing as Zedanyais cuts in on the left. He cuts on the right, making the options hard for the defender. He plays it to Alonso. He turns his man, and the shot is blocked. It's still in play though as George heads it onto his teammate. Rodriguez picks it up. He finds Borges now, as you can see. Really good stuff, and that is a great save from the keeper. Save after save after save. I'm not too sure what he's made of, but that was a really shaky clearance, and now we're back in play, and it's another save as it goes out for a corner kick. Unbelievable stuff, but that is the half time, and I'm not really one to show stats, and if you want me to do so in future videos I definitely will so, but this is the absolute domination that we've had. 43% in possession, so we haven't dominated dominated possession, but 11 shots there. Only one shot for Plymouth, and it's been in the back of the net. Unbelievable stuff, but we'll continue on this tie, and let's see what the second half can bring, because we really need to buck our ideas up. As much we've had so many chances, we need to take something in this tie for ourselves to be able to get level, and then potentially get ahead after a good interception. Once again, our defensive issues haven't really been the case in this tie. We've actually been very, very tight at the back. It's just that one chance they took, unfortunately, was the case when we're now 1-0 down. But Enquires now finds Alonso. This is a great ball, and it's a foot save. How he saves it with his foot, his hands, his head, I don't even know. Anything that he can put a body part in front of, he will save it. Unbelievable stuff from the Plymouth keeper. He'll be definitely getting his man of the match medal in the end of this particular fixture. That is for sure, because he has been phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal. 63 minutes on the clock now. Plymouth trying to see if they can create something in this second half, and they've got a great chance to do so, in fairness, as Whittaker is denied from Manir. Second shot for Plymouth though, may I say, and we're probably on about our 13th shot now. Hugo Arango comes onto the pitch for Christoph Hovrath, which will look to be able to change our attacking midfield kind of a bit more brighter. Hovrath has had a great game, to be honest. He's been denied so many times from the keeper that we've had to change things up and see what happens. As I say, from the corner kick, lovely interception as Vargas finds Arango. Arango straight onto the ball just seconds after coming onto the pitch there, as you can see, and he's striding forward, and he's doing so well in doing so. As you can see, Areco Alonso is there. He looks to find Areco Alonso. It's a bit dragged by, but he looks to cut inside on the right. He tries to get the shot off, but he's intercepted so late on in that moment in time. It's really unlucky, but unfortunately it's intercepted, and we now continue on with the players. Rodriguez finds Borges. Borges now looking to offload it to the right hand side, but as you can see, he has to go into the middle for Arango. Now maybe switch to the left as Vargas plays in Tyreek George. Good stuff so far, looking to get a ball into the air as Tyreek George makes the defender's lives hell as he finds Alonso, and he finally finds the back of the net. It's taken us 72 minutes to do so, but we've finally broken our own deadlock. It's JD Cook FC that drawn level in this particular tie, and hopefully we can build on this and get ourselves another goal. I'm not too sure whether that's going to be the case, but it's been a good comeback nevertheless. It's been so hard for ourselves to beat that Plymouth, our goalkeeper, and eventually Reiko Alonso has done so, but after that goal nothing really happened whatsoever. As you can see, one last attack for Plymouth in the 90 there, as they look to be able to see if they can do some sort of snatch and grab moment in this time, but it wasn't to be on that occasion for Plymouth Argyles. We literally wait for the full-time whistle to be blown with one last attack to be created. Zedanias tries to play a ball over the top, and it is an absolute woeful bit of play. It's really, really shocking in fairness. And the full-time whistle has been blown, and unfortunately we draw level with Plymouth Argyle at that moment in time. 1-1 in the end. And we've had a few bad results in this tie. Obviously losing to Peterborough, now drawing to Plymouth. Not good whatsoever. Dropping a fair few points. Four drop points now in 4 games. Not ideal, but not the worst situation at the same time. So we're going to have to move on, and hopefully we will continue with a decent bit of form in our next episode. But one thing is going to shock you, and one thing that I probably didn't question to think, we might be getting sacked. I don't know why. I don't know how. We're still top of the league and we're still leading, and they want to sack us. My level is at critical for whatever reason, and it's based on results from what I know of. So I don't know. So what this series entails, I'm not too sure. If they keep us in a job, fine. I mean, it's create a club. It's our own club. We should own it. The board is created from us. That's what I don't understand from whatsoever. But if they do sack us, then okay. We'll do something else. We have a simulation game against Man City in the next round of the FA Cup. I was never playing that. And funny enough, you look at the side that actually faced it, it's ridiculous. Haaland, Doku, Foden, just unbelievable stuff. So we unfortunately are out the FA Cup, a 3-2 loss. I'm not really too fussed about that whatsoever. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Because if we are sacked, then obviously that is the end of this series. And I'm not going to do anything within the save. I'm not going to find another job within the save. If we're not sacked, then we'll continue on to the very end. Simple as that. That was always the end goal. I never expected that to come up either. And looking at the table, I haven't really focused on the bottom of the table. I just want to focus on the top of the table just to show you. We're still leading. I don't get it. We're 5 points clear with 2 games in hand. We've won 22 games. We've only lost 3. Barnsley have lost 10 and they're 7th. So I don't get it. I don't know if this is a glitch in the game. I don't know, but we're going to have to ride the storm for now, see if we do get sacked, and if we do, then unfortunately that's the end of the series, and if we don't, then we will continue on. But on that bombshell, we're going to have to end the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.